Well, good day, everyone. This is Steve Levy from SteveTV.tk, international media in Halifax. And as you know, our newscast is always about finding solutions and being positive into what we do. So today, as we're going to be encouraging seniors who are so important within the Nova Scotia population, I have Gary here, who is from the ACE. What's the name of
the ACE team? It's Advocates for the Care of the Elderly.
All right. So, Gary, can you please tell us what you will be doing today and what are the reasons?
This is about neglecting the long-term care system for people that are in long-term care and in long-term care facilities. And as a result of underfunding, understaffing, and undertraining, many long-term residents, they wait long times before they have attention paid to them. And as a result of that, there's outbreaks of bed sores and resident-to-resident violence. There's a host of reasons that happen, and it's just neglect because there's not enough workers. I don't fault the workers, but I certainly fault the system for not providing the proper funding or the training and the amount of workers that is needed to care for them.
This is so important what you will be doing today, because after all, the seniors are our grandmothers, our grandfathers. They are the people that we even have fought battles, even the veterans that are.
Well, the veterans, and not just the veterans. I mean, the veterans are very important for the freedom that we enjoy today. Mm-hmm. But when you consider that many of these people came up through a depression, a war, and through hard times, and to pay for the things that we enjoy today ahead of time, and now they're still paying 85% of their gross income for the abuse that they suffer in long-term care. It's not a freebie for the elderly by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, they care more for animals lost in woods, or the cruelty to animals rather than, look after people in long-term care. So that's how I equate it anyway. It's neglect in its purest form, and there's no need of it. And for the elderly that have given up so much in their life, to be treated in such a dismal manner is unacceptable.
No, I think you're absolutely right. So recognizing concretely how important seniors are, and understanding that what we give as a funding, from the government standpoint, should be more than what is the necessity. Because as you're explaining, all of their sacrifices has made us enjoy what we have today. So you're absolutely right. And can you please tell us the details? Who is this coming today, and how many participants do you have?
Well, at the moment, it's just open to the public.
Okay.
And everyone is welcome. And it's just to bring awareness for anybody that's not aware of what goes on into long-term care, exactly what to expect when a loved one needs to go to a nursing home.
That is so true, and if I may say, if we look at it like this, we've just been funded a glass building in the middle of the city, where we're hoping that something will go in it, right? And that has costed like half the province's budget. So I'm sure you'll agree with me. They can definitely find funding for the people who have grown, who've built the province even before that.
Well, my problem with this whole thing is that they're throwing around money like so much confetti. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're talking about a facility out in Bears Lake Park that people are going to have difficulty getting to, especially people on social assistance. There's no transit or anything like that. I call it a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid for a first aid station, basically, is what it is. And really, what we really need is more long-term care beds, as well as a new hospital. That's the cure for what ails the healthcare system in Nova Scotia. Not throwing around money for facilities that are outside the core that people are going to have a hard time getting into. And if they unclog the acute care bids by building more nursing homes, they could probably, I won't say that we don't need a new hospital after that, but we certainly, our hospital down there is not adequate to really treat people anyways. I mean, there's Legionnaire's disease in the water, there's pipes breaking, it's just beyond its age.
I think you've just opened a really good few points, and we would like to not only do a series on this, but also give a chance to all the seniors to express on camera what are the different needs that they would really love and appreciate to have. Since we know that the province is ready to put money in a lot of different things, we also know that seniors are real people who can really make Nova Scotia grow and who have been making Nova Scotia grow.
Oh, exactly. It's a seniors issue. I mean, right now, I think we're going to be 20%, if we're not at 20% now, but within the next 10 years, we could be at 30% of the population. Those are the figures that the census are throwing around.
Right.
So, in saying that we don't need any more money for bricks and mortars for new nursing homes is a big mistake. And we do need more bids, and not in 5, not in 10, not in 20 years,
No.
but yesterday.
Well, this is going to be an invitation also, not just for Nova Scotia. We wanted to let our viewers that SteveTV.tk is viewed around the world, and we have people from all the different provinces across Canada. So I'm going to say, I'm sure that the other seniors from the different provinces will definitely be more than happy to say, Nova Scotia, what are you doing? Respect, please. And this is what I'm going to say. We are doing an agreement of respect with you guys.
Thank you very much.
You'll be much
You
off.
will scream for me, SteveTV.tk. Come on, please. Do it.
Steve TV! Steve TV!
There you go.
Oh, Steve! We love you, Steve!
Go, Steve. Steve, don't get run over.
Yes, Ali. Yes, sorry. Thank you very much. I'll be there in a minute. Thank you. Bye. Okay. There you go. All right, guys. There. You can go.
My mother is in a nursing home in Halifax, and she's legally blind, and she had a stroke. There's 25 residents on the floor. There's 3 staff to look after 25 people, and 20 of them are total patient care. Now, my mother has a shower a week, and most of the time it's given to her by a man. And what would be worse, a vulnerable situation, a blind lady alone in a room naked with a man showering her. To me, that sounds more like something that you would have happen in prison, not in a Nova Scotia nursing home. As well as the fact that if you go use the washroom in your diaper, you may be in it for a long time, and one day the staff will say you can use your diaper, but today you use your diaper, tomorrow we'll let you go to the bathroom. So it just seems to me that we are punishing our elders and treating them with a lot of disrespect, and I blame a lot of it on the government, because we go to the government, we tell the government the problems, and the government just doesn't seem to care. I don't know, maybe they don't have anybody that's old, or maybe they think that they won't get old, but we all will get old someday, and we'll all deserve to be treated with respect and dignity, and our elders that are living in nursing homes in this province are not being treated with respect or dignity that they deserve. And we, as a committee here, are going to educate and try to make a difference. And hopefully, the government is listening, and that unless Stephen McNeil's Liberals want to reverse the cuts and put the $8 million back in and more, maybe they'll get back in. But there's enough people that are mad now that they probably won't. But we just hope and pray that something will change and our elders can be looked after. In my situation, my mom pays out $3,300 a month to live there, plus I have to pay another $1,500 a month to have somebody to come in to actually look after her. And that person's there 3 days a week, and I go 2 days a week. And when I went to the legislature to speak to Leo Levine and Steve McNeil, I was thrown out of the legislature, and I wasn't aware of the fact that if you're a tax-paying citizen that you're not allowed to speak to the MLAs or to the Premier, but I guess you're not allowed to. So the security guard kicked me out of the legislature for trying to get the attention of Stephen McNeil and Leo Levine and how bad things are in the nursing homes, which they know, but they seem to want to deny.
Palliative care.
Yes. Our elders deserve better, and we don't know why the government doesn't think so. Why doesn't the government care about older people?
There's no protection once you're into a nursing facility. The government are the last people that would pay any attention to a resident within a nursing facility. It's a shame. I've been involved with the government for 3 years now, and not one person has ever showed up to talk to my mother in the nursing facility where she lived, and it's still going on for 3 years now. It's horrible. You have a dog chained up to a post for 10 hours, the SPCA comes out to help the dog. You have a resident in a nursing facility that has trouble with the way she's being treated, the government, a year. And all they want is forms filled out, complete documentation, so they could review it. There's absolutely nobody available from the Department of Health and Wellness, Nova Scotia, to go to the facility itself and check on the resident. They go by phone, and they work from their desk. They work by fax machines. They don't confirm any information they are receiving is accurate. And this is why it's taken over a year for them to look into my mother's case, and it's been 3 years and it's still not finished. This is what our government has done for us. This is what the Department of Health and Wellness does for our residents within nursing homes. It is disgusting. It is totally disgusting.
Disgrace.
Oh, it's disgraceful. You train up a dog for 10 hours, the SPC comes and checks on the dog. Nobody from the Department of Health and Wellness goes to a nursing facility to check on the resident. It's typical government. Fill out your forms, write down everything you can to tell us about the incident. We may choose to investigate, we may choose to inquire. This is disgusting on the Department of Health and Wellness. It is their mandate to make sure that residents in the nursing facility are in a safe environment and a healthy environment. There is absolutely no part the Department of Health and Wellness is doing this for any of them. And all you can do, have a wish and a prayer that they may listen to you. It's not good. It's not good.
The other thing too is the fact that the diaper changes are done on a rotation. So if you've already used your diaper and you need to go to lunch, well, that's how you'll go to lunch, and you'll sit in it, and they'll change it when they have time. So our older people are sitting in their own feces for hours on end. They pay 85% of their salary to live. They probably would be treated better if they lived in a prison than with a Nova Scotia nursing home. So we are calling on the government to do something and do the right thing and look after our older people.
I've seen people sitting at the dining room table asking to go to the bathroom, and the staff come by and say, you have your pad on, you can pee right there, don't worry about it. We're having lunch now, we don't have time to take you to the bathroom.
No dignity.
I've seen the woman cry right at the table and stating, I feel it running down my leg, and she has tears. This is horrible, and this is what goes on in nursing facilities because they're understaffed.
The government doesn't care about older people, and everybody's going to get old, and we need the baby boomers to wake up and realize this is the way you're going to be treated. So unless we take a stand and do something now, it's only going to get worse.
The government, for the protection for people in care, the protection for people in care are more or less set up for people that live in their homes and they can't look after themselves, because their duty is to take that person under the provincial care and put them into a facility. Once they're in a facility, there's nowhere else that they could protect a person. And that is our problem. There's not enough people stepping up to monitor what goes on in nursing facilities. There's absolutely no conduct at all regarding the care they're getting, whether it's medical, good care, bad care, or anything else.
May I ask your name?
Sue Ellen Brown. Yes.
What is the name of your mother?
My mother is Constance Brown.
Oh, I know, that's correct.
She passed away August 19th, 2015.
Can I ask you to write a name down for me, please?
Certainly. Was it, she feared going back to the nursing home.
Your mother's name.
Medications were being changed when I opened up the
Well,
bar.
definitely communicate to the proper
me?
minister about this case.
I've
because this
emailed
is-
Steve McNeil, I emailed Leo Levine, I emailed Dr. Peter Vaughn, who's retired now. I've talked to Tracy Barbrick. I talked to the Ombudsman in Nova Scotia. There was a couple other people, I can't recall their name right now. I'm asking questions and nobody's returning my emails. Nobody's responding to my phone calls and my inquiries that I sent by emails and faxes. It's like nobody wants to speak to me, and it's because they don't want to deal with the situation that's going on.
Did we, by any chance, talk on the phone a while ago about your mother?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
This is
No, there's
another-
probably another story, because I'm sure there's like
There wasn't
thousands
Ellen
more
Godet.
stories.
The day my mom died, CBC News covered it for me. I made the 6 o'clock news. July 31st, when my mother was finally in the hospital, I got a copy of her MAR report. They changed her medication treatments again. And I looked at my mother and I said, Mom, it doesn't matter what I do for you. They're going to do whatever they want if they have time. And they may follow doctor's orders. It all depends. I said, Mom, there's nothing I can do to help you. You're on your own. Because the government never stepped in to help. Nobody stepped in to help.
So our understanding on SteveTV.tk is you seniors would definitely love the help from media to step in and to really make a difference and get answers and not just...
Accountability.
We're inviting all the seniors that have been in difficult situations like your mother to speak on Steve TV. And we can ensure you we will take the proper
I would
steps.
love to.
We invite all the medias to communicate and work with SteveTV.tk.
Right. The other thing, women have to be
We
bathed by
can
men.
ensure you will find solutions.
Can I also-
Oh, I want to. I can
Yes.
give you the emails and everything. No
Perfect.
response whatsoever.
We'll make sure we get
Okay.
response.
Thank you.
Okay, so Susan, tell me in a little bit more detail. I understand your mother passed away in 2015. Tell me a little bit more in detail what happened to your mother while she was in care.
While she was in care, they were changing treatments that were ordered by specialists. They did not get consent to do so, and I was not informed that this medication was changing. And catheter care policies in place were not being followed. And it was always a controversy. And it just went on for a year. After a year, when I said to my mother, there's nothing I can do to help you, they're going to do what you want to do, you're on your own, she elected palliative care because she feared going back to the nursing home again to go through more stress, have to go back to specialists to get her treatments reinstated again.
Okay, and you've talked about how seniors don't get their their adult diapers changed and everything. What do you think is the most shocking aspect to you of this situation for seniors?
The most shocking thing to me is when you call Department of Health and Wellness, Protection for People in Care, there is no physical response. They call the nursing facility to see what may have taken place. They go by fax machines, and they do not discuss what was told by the nursing facility to make sure the information they're getting is accurate. That is the most disturbing to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we shall start
Karen's got my sign. Somebody's got my sign.
The signs on the other side.
Oh no.
This is one of the residents. This is one of the residents here. Bill Mont.
Mr. Ma, would you like to explain more of the story on SteveTV.tk?
I'm the bad guy.
Tell us more about what's going on.
Well, we need more care, that's for sure. And we need the government to put more money in, that's for sure.
Okay, Bill, tell me what kind of care you're getting and what needs to be done.
What kind of care?
Yeah.
Well, not too bad for 88, you know. I mean, I live here, and some farmers still walking and thinking and so on. And, you know, we're always pushing here to try to get more help from the government. That's the
They will
basic
come
thing.
together in the future.
Thank you.
Ian, you got a couple of them? These guys will teach you. Sure.
Hi, how are
Would you like to say a few words? I'm from Steve TV. Nice to meet you. Anything that goes on our camera is being published because we take this very seriously.
Good.
Here. Maybe I can even do this to help you out.
Hi, Ellen. Good to see you.
Found us.
So good everyone. Please help us, the ACE team, to briefly explain. They have such an important mission. Bill Mont, very many people here that are doing a protest. The ACE team advocates for the care of the elderly is relying to raise awareness to the moral crisis and long care for the elderly in Nova Scotia, and your voice to the cause. Now, if I may say today, after learning from them, this is what we're realizing. Seniors should be treated well, but as you can clearly hear,
I think we should move
it's not.
off their driveway.
We'll be inviting the entire
And actually,
country premiers and the ministers of health on this. With the election at hand, we need your help to impress us upon candidates that needs much more need to be done for those who are living in long-term residences. Help us advocate for more bed cares, more trained staff, healthier food, and living for our elders and for all a new hospital. Join us in asking for a public inquiry to review and improve the law. Protection and care, licensing and inspections can better protect our elders from negligence and abuse. Only 20% of reports made to PBC are investigated and follow us. Does that make any sense? The ACE team makes us wearing black to signify how we mourn the loss of funding, the loss of dignity, and loss for respect for our elders. As you know, in Halifax, we have something that costed half of the province's budget. So don't tell me you don't have any funds for that. Our elders contribute so much to their lives and they pay 85% of their income. The seniors have paid for that glass building that's empty. So you definitely have some money to look after your seniors. Visit and like the ACE Team Facebook group. We will for sure. Share your experience. We're inviting all the seniors to talk on camera. We are. As you know something, my grandfather, I'm sure Premier McNeil's grandfather and grandmother are treated well. Don't tell me the opposite.
I'm doing all right.
Am I right?
My campaign manager, because I came out here just after 2. Nobody was
Tell any ministers, is your mother or our grandfather treated well? Ask them that question.
I don't know. I have to get going.
Because the seniors are our parents.
Yeah, they deserve more respect than. It's a thing of the past to care about
You're
our
absolutely
elderly.
right.
I call them our elderly because that is an expression that's Aboriginal, from the Aboriginal community. And it denotes an important place in their culture of respect and dignity. So, oh my gosh, we got to get back to respecting our elders and caring for them, what happens to them. It's great to have the idea of them
being able to stay longer in their homes. But the reality is that more long-term care beds are needed. Because
And they can.
eventually
They
people
can.
are big changes. Both mothers and fathers are in the workplace, and so the grandparents, they need backup plans no matter
They do.
what.
I absolutely believe it. Thank you very much.
I'll invite you.
So we need a new the government should pay a little extra for the nurse. And like I say, sir, an extra for power. These are very important things. This place here. And I've been pushing it, so I'm going to come on to a little strong. Not just me, I'm still walking 88. I think.
Yeah, I have it.
You're looking great.
Not bad for that one there.
No, I'm jealous.
I made a whole full page in the newspaper yesterday.
Get me one to wear.
South End where I used to
Your
live.
little card, get me one to wear. I'll be more than happy
What
to wear.
newspaper was that?
Chronicle Hero.
Okay.
I wrote it 2 weeks ago. I just picked it in, but I done a lecture.
Right.
And they picked up some pictures.
I don't contact information on this card, but you have.
Are you
But on the
noticing
bottom of this has
any
all of our
other
information.
ways that things are going downhill, particularly recently? Like we heard a little bit about budget cuts that were
Tell Dustin to
affecting
come to
the
Halifax.
foods, the quality of
So
the
you tell
food. Is
Dustin
that
to come to
something?
Halifax. We love him.
Okay.
I want to vote Liberal because I want Justin to be our Prime Minister, but I don't want
And
Stephen
well,
to
they
be
were
our
almost
Premier.
lost
What do
their
you do?
hairdressing here the other day.
Yeah.
A lot of little things.
If
I
you
think.
get Justin to
I
fire
haven't seen
Stephen
it for a while, and I've heard.
get
that
somebody
the
better,
cut of the
then we
magazine.
all vote.
Right now, that's a little thing.
This guy here,
The
he's
cut
our
of the
chairperson.
magazine that we have over here, what's going on.
Is there a lot of little things adding up, right?
Well, that's great. So this whole system needs a good go now.
So if you divide that up amongst the
All the
hundred,
way around. I don't want to torment these people here that live here. But
So,
the whole system needs a shake.
Bill said he was going to put that.
It's a shame. I find it running around $60 million. That's the thing down there. Another 26 million over there at the sports place. They seem to have a lot of money for some of these things, but some of the important things they just don't seem to have. We need a shake.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
That's what I'm looking for.
Don't get old in Nova Scotia. And don't get sick in Nova Scotia. Don't get sick. Say when.
The government does.
You're done?
Get one shot per week.
Perfect. We're signing.
take my picture, but it costs you money.
I might just head around this way.